Dearly beloved in Jesus Christ, welcome to the reflections of Second Lenten Sunday, Year C. In the second book of the Kings, chapter 6, there is an interesting narrative about Prophet Elisha. The context is Israelites war with the kingdom of Aram. The kingdom of Aram was very strong and they plundered Israelites in different ways in the war. They made so many secret plans, but somehow those secret plans were known to the king of Israel. The king of Aram, who came to know that their secrets are being revealed to Israelites, was furious. He doubted some of his officials, but finally he understood that it is Prophet Elisha who prophesies these realities, the secrets to the king of Israelites. Knowing this fact, the king of Aram sends soldiers in the darkness to capture the prophet Elisha and his disciples. The soldiers captured them. But in the morning, the disciples who first realized that they were captured was frightened. He was worried about the safety of his master, and he calls to his master and says, "What shall we do?" But Prophet Elisha tells him, "There is much bigger number what you cannot see than what is in your presence." And immediately Prophet Elisha prays to the Lord of heaven, saying, "Lord, open the eyes of my disciple so that he can see the protection that you are giving to us." Immediately, the disciple is able to see the huge army around the hill in which they are captured. The prayer of Elisha helped the disciples to realize a reality beyond what he could see, and then the serenity comes to his mind. Similarly, the incident of transfiguration of Jesus was an eye-opener for his disciples, especially Peter, James, and John. The context is the disciples were worried about the safety of their master Jesus amidst growing hatred toward Jesus. And to this kind of a worried disciples, the Lord transfigures himself and shows to them, "Remember, I am not just a human. I am the messenger, the Son of God sent in human form for the salvation of everyone." Dear friends, the disciples were weak human beings like you and me. For example, Peter misunderstood the concept and personality of Messiah in the person of Jesus. He thought he is the Messiah who would fight physically with his enemies and bring salvation back to the chosen people. To this kind of a disciples, Jesus actually tells what kind of a Messiah he is. Our modern world too understands Christ with a different notion according to their whims and fancies. But understand, Jesus is a Messiah who came in human form to win the world with love and sacrifice. And this love and sacrifice is expected of every Christian who was baptized in the name of Christ. So dear friends, understand today, our Lord and Master is a peace messenger, and you and me are supposed to be the messengers of the same Christ who loved peace. Secondly, from transfiguration we can understand Jesus is the fulfillment of the scriptures. We notice that Elijah and Moses came to Jesus and they spoke to each other. Moses represents the Torah or the law, whereas Elijah represents the prophets. In one sentence, both the law and the prophets were brought in the person of Jesus to culmination, and he is the fulfillment of all the Old Testament prophecies. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, from the reflections of the second Sunday of the Lenten season, let us understand we have a messenger, a God who is peace loving, and we are supposed to be the peacemakers of this messenger. Secondly, Jesus is the fulfillment of the Old Testament and living of the New Testament. Let's take some time to imbibe the qualities of a loving master in our lives and become real, authentic Christians. Let God bless us all. Have a blessed Sunday.